Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24, the beginning of Season 2 with Brabham. This is our new car for 2025, with our new driver lineup as well, Daniel Ricciardo and George Russell. Interesting. Let's see how we get on. Tonight we're doing pre-season, and then we're heading to Sakhir for the opening round of the season. So, yeah, let's jump straight across to team branding, and there we go. There is the new car. Based on a classic Brabham, I believe it's the BT30. No, wait. What is it? Based on the fan car. Was it the BT45? The 45 was, it must be the 46. Yeah, the 45 was the Martini stripes downside. So yeah, this is the BT46, or the modern version of the BT46, based on the fan car. It's not bad. It's not bad, is it? And of course, matching overalls as well. You like the thin blue striping on the sides there, and then again on the glove as well. Oh, I do need to change the team colours. Not about the team colours. All right, let's edit. Let's copy those colours. That should be a 95. That should be a 0. Never saves the colours exactly as they're supposed to be. There we go. Save. New wheel design as well. Gone for a little bit of a different look with the wheels this season. Again, I kind of like that thin, broken up blue edging around the wheel there. So let's change the team colours. Main colour needs to be that, then that, and then that. There we go. So, how you doing, Dino? How you doing, Safety Clark? How you doing, Packins? Let's see how our car looks. Bad. It's the worst everywhere. How far off the average are we? 1.3 kilometers an hour. We've got the much better acceleration than most of the grid. Same with tire preservation. But our downforce levels are abysmal. Dirty air tolerance isn't too clever either. So let's take a look at the cars that we were expecting to be up against. Well, let's take a look at them individually first of all. Ferrari are looking pretty good, but looks like they might have taken a little bit of a step back in a couple of places. They have got very good cooling. They are the third best car in terms of downforce. DRS is strong. Speed and acceleration lacking a little bit. Looking at McLaren, McLaren have taken a big step forward in terms of DRS and downforce. Look at that. Pretty quick as well, but they've got a very bad acceleration. Red Bull, still the car to beat. Higher speed and acceleration. Third in the DRS, so second best car in terms of DRS and downforce. Probably not that far behind the McLaren, but their tyre wear is worse than ours. I think. Mercedes, really bad in the low speed, 15th. Pretty good in the medium and high in the dirty air. Not a great top speed, terrible acceleration. Alpine are possibly going to be one of our big rivals in the early part of the season. They've got very strong low speed performance compared to the rest of their performance. Let's see. Williams is going to be another car that we're going to be scrapping with again. How far behind Williams are we? About half a kilometre an hour. We've got much better acceleration. And we're down a little bit in the DRS. Again, we're just lacking a little bit of downforce against everyone else. Haas have got a very quick acceleration car there. Look at that, 5th. Fair bit of speed over us. Fair bit of downforce over us. RB have got a good car. Look at that, 5th in speed, 3rd in acceleration. Pretty good in the downforce. Not amazing, but not bad. They could be a bit of a dark horse this year. Sauber. Let's see, how has Sauber taken a step forward? They've got a really strong acceleration look, 7th. Quicker than us, better DRS than us, better downforce than us, but not by a massive amount. Terrible tyre wear, though. Only 49% effectively there. And somehow Enzo has kept his job, or kept a job. He's back on the grid. Aston, last of the rival teams. Let's see. They've got a pretty average looking car, it would seem. Middle of the pack for speed and downforce. No real standout values apart from their tyre wear. Well, their engine cooling's not too bad, I suppose. So we are definitely lacking. We have got work to do. We don't have much really in the way of money. So we're going to have to go with some low value improvements to start with. We've got a new ATR period. Let's see. Do I want to throw everything into one? I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to chop this up 3 ways. So let's see. Go 28 and 2.1. It's not ideal for big gains, but got to do something. Let's boost our drag reduction a little bit. So that'll give us some extra speed and some extra low speed performance. Sakhir is 57 days away. Okay, let's get that one up and running. Let's get side pods up and running as well. So side pods, we want to really pump that engine cooling a little bit. That'll give us a bit more low speed performance. Get one engineer. And then we'll use the last of the hours in a couple of days, because we're just about 70 grand short at the moment, to get our suspension up and running so we can improve the tyre wear as well. How you doing, Harvey? How you doing, Jacob? Good to see you guys. Right, pit crew training to start the season. Start with a lot of gym training. Evening, Farah. No, I wasn't ripped off. It was the cost of the engines. It didn't actually show us the cost of the engines. Whereas before it would be a case of you have to pay for your engines, but it would show you the individual costs. And then once you'd chosen, then it would take that money out of your starting. This just took the price of my Renault engines out straight away. And then when it didn't show any change to the balance as I was flipping through the engines. I went with, I think, the Ferrari engine and then lost another 3 million or so by doing that. So wasn't very clear, but it wasn't a rip-off. It was just, not communicated to us very well that was what was happening. Get a lot of speed training in this first couple of weeks, about a week and a half. And now we'll start doing a bit of split training. There we go, and we'll rest on that day there at 20% fatigue, which means when we go into the following month, we should be at 0 fatigue. And there you can see we're getting a nice, good little gain on our car building there, an extra 1.7%. We're going to take a full 100th off the estimated pit stop time, which is, full 10th off the pit stop time, which is very nice. And we'll reduce our chance of mistakes by 0.5% as well. So pretty good training month for us there. Let's double check all of our staff. Make sure that they're on the areas I want to focus on. We can move away from structure now because suspension is pretty strong. So let's look at moving the chassis, front and rear wing, I think. Aero principles for Pat Fry. Let's have a look at Peter Brabham. So he's currently on airflow intake, cooling, DRS, drag and airflow. And I think I'm happy for him to stay on that. And we'll check Aurelian. Yep, we'll keep him on that. Let's check in with our engineers. Yeah, keep going. And has Gayton worked with George? No, he hasn't. Just wondered because if they're at the Williams together at the same time, but apparently not. So keep them on that. That's good. Let's get our driver training in. They're not going to gain much, or at least Ricardo isn't, but he's going to be a steady pair of hands. Let's get him on short run pace. Let's have a look at George. Evening, Victor. Need to bear with me a second. The chat keeps popping up over all the values I'm trying to look at. So let me go into overlay options and position that somewhere else. Let's put it over on center left instead. There we go. So long run pace is probably what I'll work on. No, it's working as race strategy. There we go. Affiliates. We now have extra affiliates as well. Christian and Jack have joined Tommy, so we have 3 affiliates to mess with now. Let's get some training for Christian Mansell. And we'll put him onto short run pace. And let's take a look at Jack. So, where is Jack weakest? Smoothness, overtaking, defending, accuracy, adaptability, braking. Let's put him on race strategy for now. I will trust your judgment, Farah. Okay, I think that's everything we can get done. Let me just have a quick look at our facilities. Oh, shit. How much is this going to cost to refurb? 1.5 and 2.5. Yeah, it's more than I can afford. I've got a £2,000 package to play with, but obviously I'm going to need things like an Elgato, I think, as well. So, and a keyboard. So, don't need a mouse, but factor those peripherals in as well, and then yeah, work to that. Everything in here is fine. Nothing needs a refurb just yet. Got a couple of things that are close. So it's advance time. Suppose you probably add a good quality webcam into that list as well. Right then, let's take a look at the 2025 roster updates. So it's a very, very different look for Red Bull. You'll notice there's no reserve driver listed now. It's because they're all part of the affiliate pool. So we only get to see the 2 main drivers. Red Bull have Giovinazzi and Ocon. Ferrari with Leclerc and Hamilton. Already looking to be an incredibly strong lineup. McLaren have Norris and Piastri still. Stroll and Sonoda are at RB. I would say, arguably, RB have got a stronger driver lineup than Red Bull. Certainly on paper, they have a stronger lineup. Ferrari currently have the strongest numerical driver lineup. Mercedes have Carlos Sainz and Teo Pourchaire, Aston Martin, Nico Hulkenberg, and Stoffel van Dorn. That's a very interesting lineup. Let's see. Alpine have Fernando Alonso and Zhou Guanyu. We have Daniel Ricciardo and George Russell. Our lineup's not looking too shabby. Williams have Max Verstappen and Pierre Gasly. That's a pretty strong lineup for a car that isn't going to be that great. And then somehow, Fittipaldi has managed to find himself back on the grid again after an awful season last year. You know, I mean, when you consider that Mick Schumacher and Logan Sargent were both available, and they went with Fittipaldi. Very interesting. Bottas staying at Sauber, and then Haas have gone for Liam Lawson and Sergio Perez. Very, very interesting. This is the F3 rosters. So Prema running Maxwell Esterson, and Nikita Bedrin, Lawrence van Herpen. Trident have got Ramon Espinosa, our ex-reserve driver. Leonardo Fornaroli and Nicholas Solov. ART have got Martinius Stenshorn, Sebastian Montoya, and Joshua Durskin. High Tech, Udo Fuji, Alexander Dunn, and Juan Manuel Correa. Van Amersfoort, there is our boy Tommy in Van Amersfoort, and MP Motorsport have got Christian. Sophia Flörsch is in for PHM. Some new gens certainly cropping up in there. Where is Jack? Has Jack left F2? I think he has. Antonelli has moved from Prema to Trident. Interesting. Who's racing for Prema this year? Arvin Lindblad. Yeah, he's good. He's very good. Okay, so Jack aged out of F3, F2 it would see, or certainly not necessarily aged out, but has left F2. George very unhappy with car performance. A few people unhappy with car performance, a couple very unhappy. Well, we are trying to work on it as best we can. Got enough money now. Completely forgot to keep an eye on it. We've got enough money now to get our suspension up and running. Really dial in that tyre wear if we can. And one engineer, there we go. Oh, speaking of engineers, we didn't hire any extra, did we? No, I tried to, and we didn't have the funds for it. Or we didn't have the facility for it. So, right. Factory upgrade 11 days away, and that will cover off the refurb as well, which is quite nice. Into a new month, we've got a bit of cash, so let's go ahead and which one was the cheaper one? It was the wind tunnel, wasn't it? Let's give the wind tunnel a refurb. How much is the team hub upgrade going to cost me? 1.5 mil. Can't quite afford that yet. Plus, we really do need to keep money aside for the car, to build the parts that we're working on. How have our affiliates improved? Not much. A point in cornering for Tommy. A point in accuracy for Christian. Jack has gained a point in defending. What about our drivers? No improvement at all. Not that surprising. Certainly not for Ricardo, given that we don't have an amazing simulator at the moment. It's only a level 2. 2.8 mil to upgrade it. When we get our first payment through from the sponsors, that might well cover that. Let's get more training in. So cumulatively, you can see we are at 0 fatigue again. Lovely stuff. So we'll go heavy on the gym training again. We'll rest on the Saturday, and then we'll do our day of car building, followed by some split training. I have to say I'm a little disappointed that our car was so far away from everyone else at the start of the season, but not overly surprised. Okay, we want to make sure we are fully rested. Perfect. In fact, actually, we can squeeze another day in here. Because as long as we don't go... Oh, that's too much. All right, let's take half a day out. As long as we don't go above 25%, we stay in that well-rested category, that'll lower fatigue level straight back down again for the next start of the month. So, yeah, we'll go with that. That's not bad. Although, the OCD in me is grumbling at how that looks. There we go. That just looks a bit more... Yeah. It's a silly little thing, but... Yeah. Alright, we need to give George a bit of a shot in the arm if we can. Get that morale up. Got a little boost to Gatenjago's overall there. Very nice. Now we can start building chassis and side pods. Let's go with 2. No, let's go with 1. And 1. side pod. There we go. We can make sure at this stage we can at least have one of each of those parts for one car. When do we get our money from our sponsors? It's got to be soon. There, on the same day as pre-season testing. Okay. Hoping we'd have got it a little sooner. Factory upgrade is done. Finally, we have unlocked that third slot. Oh, I've been missing that. Christian Mansell gains a rating point. Very nice. Side pod manufacturing is done. I don't think I can afford to build anything else yet. Not quite. Okay, we'll just have to change the deadline. I can't afford the 325k to keep it on target. It's not a huge loss at this stage. More important is getting the other parts up and running. Peter Bedromo gets an extra point on his overall. Very nice. George now has a negative mentality. Well, he should hopefully be happy in a moment. All right, we didn't get any money. We obviously didn't have a sponsor plan for the first 6 weeks. Ah, it's annoying. Unless that's a bug. It might be a bug. Never mind. Let's get our drivers doing... Why are we not getting any engagement showing? Oh, it's glitched, isn't it? God damn it, it's glitched. Why am I not getting anything from the... All right. That's going to affect mentality. I don't want to do that. Let's send my scouts out. So what have we got here? Let's clear that and let's clear that. Now I'll try throwing one of these in. Yeah, it's not counting that. Okay. Never mind. We'll have to go with a different a different thing. Post-race debrief. Or school events. That's my head of aero and my technical chief. That's my head of aero. Let's go with that one. And that is way over on its own. Alright, we don't need to go that big then. We can scale that back because of our marketability. Let's have a look at getting 2 of our engineers out. That's the reason why we have 6 engineers. And Let's do that with George. It's not really what I wanted to do, but can I get rid of this? No, we do still need that third thing. All right. So we'll clear our mandatory, and that'll be worth 3.1 mil. Damn it, I thought we were going to get some cash here. That's frustrating. All right, well, let's give George the shot in the arm that he needs by giving him... giving him the new parts. Still miserable. Okay. Don't have enough to get another part started in manufacturing just yet. Pat Fry goes up by a rating point. This is going to be a really bad first race of the season, isn't it? Now I can afford to get another part into production. Let's go with the side pod, because that's the 450. Oh boy, yeah, this is going to be really rough. The drivers will help counter some of that, but it's going to be painful. So our target is 8th this season. It's still hopefully achievable. Wind tunnel refurb is done. Gets us off to a rough start with the finances. You always try to avoid driver and pit crew ones. Well, you don't always want to avoid the driver ones. Doing them will give the driver's marketability a boost most of the time. There are things like if they do Raka, which will actually lower their marketability because it's a rival brand kind of thing. But it'll give them marketability a boost. If you never ever do it, their marketability will just keep eventually starting to drift down. Kind of like if you're not training your drivers, their stats will eventually just start to decline. So it's definitely something you have to factor in. But yeah, I always try and avoid the pit crew. So let's take a look. Car 2. It's not really much of an improvement, is it? I'm trying to see where it's improved actually. Engine cooling's improved. A slight boost to downforce levels, but still bad. A slight boost to speed and DRS. Yeah, it's not going to be a strong race at all. This could be a very painful start to the season. Let's gamble. We need the money. We've got pretty strong. Actually, no, we're up against Max. There we go. Play it a little bit safer.
A very warm welcome to you all. It sure does feel good to be back. Every team and driver comes here with the same goal, to win. But that's for the end of the season. For now, they have to prepare to fight for F1 glory. Mercedes will be giving a shot to new talent this weekend. But the question is, can they compete with the old hands? Sit tight then, for the rest of the action.
We are going to give Jack a run, and we are also going to give Christian a run as well, I think. Let's see. We want to go 17 laps. Drop the settings down. We want the soft tyres for the first session. Let's go with that, and then on this car, yeah, we want the softs. 17 lap run. We want to go like that, and we'll send them out.
Radio check. Loud and clear, buddy.
So there he is.
Loud and clear.
In the brand new car, Jack Doohan taking it for a spin.
Copy.
And you can see our colour has changed on the mini-map now as well. It's a very nice looking car, even if I do say so myself.
Copy.
Let's whiz through. So, normally we can get the car park knowledge up to about 90% on day one. Sorry, on the end of the first practice weekend. We're not going to do that this time because we're running two specifications. So, while they're both learning the same chassis, running the same front wing, rear wing, underfloor, and suspension, they are running separate chassis and side pod configurations. Jack's running the Mark 1s, Christian's running the Mark 2s. So, whereas all those other parts will go at a very strong rate because there's two drivers giving feedback or learning those parts, the other ones will take longer because there's only one driver learning each set. So, I think if we can get to about 80% on our car part knowledge, that will be a good weekend. We might not even get that high. Hamilton currently in the pits. Max in his Williams. Williams riding with the number 1 on the front. Something tells me he's not going to be defending his title this season. There is Lewis. In the Ferrari. Looks like Paul Aaron's getting a run in the RB.
How is the balance?
Uh, 76% for Mansell's first run. Oh yeah, we're not at the back of the garage anymore, are we? The back of the grid
Switch the pit
on
limits
the
on.
garage
And
anymore,
you can
are we?
stop on the marks, find pre-start revs, and then switch off.
Let's try that. Completely forgot that we would move down the or further up the order there. I'm very curious to see how Teo is going to get on in that Mercedes alongside Sainz. Kind of interested to see how Lawson will get on in the Haas alongside Perez as well.
Focus on your tires.
You find it odd that Red Bull took Gio over Lawson? Gio's got a higher rating, I think. Actually, or does he? I don't know.
All okay with the car?
All right, up to
Understood,
93% for Jack. Christian's going to go right to the wire.
And
91%.
like,
So, not a bad
grip and
start. Now Ricardo and George will
Understood,
jump in
noted.
for FP2.
Check a flag.
Right, so that needs to be a 7.3. Drop that back. Like that isn't too far off. That might be it. We're going to go with the medium tyres in this session. We're going to go for 40 laps of fuel. Everything's just that little bit off, isn't it? Okay, so I need to find a fair bit. Push that up. Like that. Try that.
That should be the green light.
So, number 3 and 63. Numbers for our drivers. I think George is 63, isn't he? Yeah, 63. Kind of hoping Van Dorn's going to be off the pace and that we're going to be able to overcome his clearly better car by dint of having a worse driver.
How is the balance?
93, we've gone backwards a little bit,
copy.
haven't we? Or not gained anywhere near as much as I was hoping to.
Okay with the car?
96 for
All okay
Ricardo.
from my side.
That's fine.
Pit lane.
Careful white line and perimeter. And stop in front of the garage, the guys are waiting for you.
We went a bit too much by the look of it then. Wonder, is that going to be a 5 after all? I'm going to try that. That has to come down a touch. I'm going to take that way. Try that. So even though that Williams isn't that much better than us as a car, the fact that it's got Max behind the wheel is going to make that particular Williams very difficult to beat. And even Gasly is going to be hard to beat in his Williams as well. He's a very competent driver. He's better than Ricardo, worse than George. He's kind of in between our two. But the car is definitely better than ours. So he's going to be very hard to beat. Bottas, we know, is going to be tricky to beat because it's Valtteri. George should hopefully be able to do it more consistently. Enzo should be relatively straightforward to beat. That might be it. Yeah, that might be it for this season, at least in the early stage. It will be tough until we can get a little bit more performance in the car. But our tyre wear is really good this year. Oh, 92, I've gone backwards. Well, I can't call him in. We'll just have to run him and then make some blind changes. But we got it right with Ricardo. That's something.
Yeah, that's fine.
We haven't even reached 50% on the car part knowledge yet. It's not looking good. So we're looking low 70s at this rate. Maybe 75 if we're lucky. We are planning on an unbroken run for the final session. That needs to be all the way up there then. Let's try that. See how that works.
Get ready for the green light.
There's not a huge difference in performance between the two specs of our car here. So any real difference in the pace is likely to be down to the drivers themselves.
How's the balance?
Still not where I need to be.
Yeah, copy that.
Well, I'll have to wait till the end of the session to make changes. I need the time on the track. Hopefully we can find it before we actually hit the track for qualifying. Max has got his Williams all the way up in ninth place at the moment, but of course it's practice, doesn't mean anything.
Here's the replay.
Our first
Right, so
mistake
this
of
was
the
the
year,
fourth
and
corner.
it's George.
The brakes couldn't cope. By that point, it was just too late.
Kept it out the gravel. All right, that's 68% on car park knowledge. We've only got 10 minutes to go. Yeah, we're looking at like 70, maybe 72%. That's a 70. Track knowledge is done. Oh, just jumped up to 73% there.
Checkered flag.
So there, that shows you the difference between running the same spec and running different specs when it comes to learning the car on the first weekend. Normally we get between 85 and 90%. Now we were lucky to hit 74%. Both our drivers will start in high confidence though, which is not bad considering they're new
There's
to their
tension
engineers.
in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
Bahrain's track is dusty and abrasive, and even under the floodlights, qualifying is tough on soft tyres. Teams will need to use their tyre allocations wisely.
In terms of George Russell and his form, Karun, how's he going to be feeling, do you imagine?
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
So stay with us, folks. It's sure to be a good one.
Got to be a 5. Got to be. This is going to have to come down. I need to find 5%. That should do it. Theoretically. All right, yeah, we are ready. Let's see how well we can do.
That's green.
Oh, that Brabham logo's a little low. I need to push that back a bit.
Work your brakes.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, driving for Tony, not driving at all in Clark's game, and driving for Williams in mine. Clearly unhappy with the bullshit shenanigans going on at RB and Red Bull.
Yeah, okay, on traffic. And you go push,
Clear ahead. Charge off my push.
Okay, now I've got some traffic, so I think this lap's aborted.
So let's take a look at the replay.
We have our first
Here we are
spin.
then at the 11th corner. And the control's lost. And there's not much they can do about that now.
All right, so 130.7.
delta. So you go in.
Confirm.
That's a second slower, almost. Just over 9/10. Some of that's down to traffic.
Press it button, box now.
Understood.
Let's have a look. It's not going to show me there, is it? History. So, Ricardo did a 40.8 in the middle. Yeah, he lost 6/10 in the middle. Down less than a tenth in the first. Down a couple of tenths in the final sector. So, yeah, most of that time lost was in the middle, thanks to the traffic. I'm kind of curious to see what tyre wear is going to be like this year with better drivers and a much better tyre preservation stat for the car. Wow, quicker than sights. He must have had traffic. Must have. Can't be that slow. Feels a little weird to not be at the bottom of the pit lane as well. It's going to be a bit more interesting when it
Rear
comes to the
tyres.
pit stops. We'll have to, you know, if we get safety cars and stuff, we'll have to be wary of that when we come to boxing.
Try and work on the car a
We'll
little
be
bit.
slap bang in the middle of cars coming in front, you know, to box in front and behind us, rather than just behind us. So the chance of being held in the pits increases dramatically. So we're quicker than Joe at the moment, quicker than Max. That must have been down to traffic. There's a lot of flyer now, I think. Quicker than Fittipaldi. Van Dorn, quicker than Alonso. Alonso must have been held up somewhere. McLaren's not looking too clever speed-wise at the moment. As we get out of Max's way.
So enough red.
Or at least
Yeah,
we
we'll
do
push.
with Russell. Ricardo's not going to get out of the
Temps
way.
are all okay
Might
now,
actually
temps
give
okay now.
Max a bit of a tow here.
Charge off, mode push.
He
Charge
goes up
off,
to
mode
12th,
push.
and that is out of reach. Look how much tighter the field is compared to last season at this Grand Prix. Did we get held up? Possibly. Let's see. Nope, we have improved. (26.894), 26.803. Maybe a fraction of a hold up, but nothing substantial. .1 dead. It's slightly quicker again. Life in the old dog yet for Ricardo. Joe Ganassi just 15,000 slower than Ocon. And we see Ricardo gets through, although there's other cars you would expect to improve. Norris is out. Alonso's on a flyer. And doesn't improve without qualified Alonso. Wow. Fittipaldi improves and gets ahead of George Russell, so George will start in 21st. Ricardo actually made it out of the session. I would have pegged it the other way round. And it was close. Yeah, it just scraped through. 23 thousandths the difference. Alonso only 28 thousandths back. Then 4 thousandths to Gasly. Max in the end, we're only a tenth and a half slower than Max. This could be a very, very competitive bottom of the field. And yeah, the McLaren's not looking too clever at the moment. I say as Oscar goes top. Norris not looking too clever. I don't think I'm going to improve. And I don't want to use a new set of tyres. So we'll try with this set, do a lap or two with these, and then one lap with the tyres for the end of Q1 as well, at the end.
That's great.
So this won't be a good time, and nor will the next one either. 29.7. That's not horrible.
You're currently P12. Go in,
Once again,
go in.
Oscar is not where you would
Okay.
expect. Maybe you got a slipstream run on that flying lap that put him top then. Hamilton
Okay,
currently bottom in 16th right
Turn
now.
white line, perimeter. Please stop.
He's definitely been held
Garage.
up somewhere.
Guys are waiting for you.
Who's up behind? Stroll or Sonoda? It's Sonoda. She's still in 12th place right now. Harris and Lawson are both in the top 10 at the moment. Valtteri's in there. But, I mean, looking at the list, you've got to say Pourchaire's got a chance of improving. Piastri's going to improve, or should improve. Hulkenberg could improve, especially when you consider where Van Dorn is. Hamilton should definitely improve. So we could very easily find ourselves at the bottom again in about 2 minutes.
It's clear, it's clear. And you go push.
And Yuki goes purple. We do not improve. And we don't improve in the middle either. Oh, this is not looking good. Everyone behind us is improving. Valtteri gets up to 6th. Lawson goes 6th. Hulkenberg's improved to 11th. Tsunoda goes 3rd. Now Piastri's gone purple in the first sector.
You're currently P13.
That's it for us.
Go
And
in,
I
go
think
in.
we are about to get relegated to the very bottom. Hamilton goes 3rd. Are we quicker than Max? No, we are not. Wow. All right. So, what about Oscar? Bottas goes top again. So, once again, leaving it late, we're getting it done. And that is it. So, Bottas in the end did get eliminated just in 11th place. So, Bottas, Stroll, Verstappen, Van Dorn, Hulkenberg and Ricciardo out in Q2. And Piastri gets pole position. Could this be his year? We shall see. Certainly going to get an early head start on his teammate, that's for sure.
Here in Sakhir, the floodlights are on, and it's nearly time for 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit.
Bahrain has seen some of the most dramatic races in F1, like Sergio Perez's incredible 2020 victory, surging ahead from being last on the opening lap.
Bahrain International Circuit was Formula One's first venue in the Middle East, and is still a calendar favourite. Dusty and challenging, this desert track is a real test of endurance for teams and for drivers. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
So let's take a look at strategy. I think we should swap those two stints around. Go with something like that. And then for George, who's starting near the back, we will go with the mediums to start. Right, let's take 2 laps of fuel out. Oh, they got 97%. Couldn't find the front wing. Maybe it was a 5.5. But I think I went to 5.5. All right, and send them to the grid for the opening race of Season 2.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. And here's George Russell, focusing on the race ahead of him.
Fighting their way out from P21 is not going to be easy at all, and possibly too much to ask from this car.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. And this is it, the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Every time I see good luck with a German flag next to it, I can't help but think of the Great Escape. Oh, contact. Alonso and Gasly.
Lots of crashes. Possible gravel.
So this is what happened. So here we go, heading into turn 1. The cars jostling for position, and you can see how the cars come together. And I don't think there's a lot of
Two
doubt
Alpines
as to which
hitting
car
each other.
came off worse there. The team.
Oh no, wait, Gasly's not there. Is he's in a Renault, a Williams now. So 16th place so far for Ricardo.
Need some recharge.
Okay, understood.
You have overtake available.
Okay, understood.
Come on, stay with him, stay with him, stay with him.
DRS enabled.
Yashri's done a max and bolted at the start. Perez in second place. Now, can you imagine Perez having a better season in a Haas than in a Red Bull?
Ahead 2.2. Joe behind. Joe 0.9 behind.
To recharge the pack.
Yep, understood.
Overtake available.
Understood.
All right, George almost onto the back of Enzo.
Okay, charge on.
Coming.
See if Joe can do the last little bit of heavy lifting for us to get us onto there, and if not, we'll try and
Back
leapfrog
in
him.
this fight. Okay, charge on, charge on.
Coming.
Ricardo has just lost touch. And here comes Norris.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Come down, reset your head. Alonso will be just behind.
Okay, charge on.
2 seconds off the...
Copy.
Ah,
Mode push.
Coming. Understood.
Make sure you give some energy.
Yeah.
well, and there goes Norris.
Let's have a look at that. Now the focus is on Lando Norris here. Things were all right here. Well, you
Trying to
could
have a look
see
at
the lockup,
Hulkenberg, and
and they
just
ended
goes
up
in
their
a
own
bit too
passenger.
heavy.
Okay.
Overtake available if required.
Yeah, understood.
So we just need to go charge on.
Coming.
No more overtake.
Coming. Okay, understood.
Alonso having that penalty definitely helps us out, at least in the short term when it comes to the first round of pit stops.
Use the rest.
Okay, understood.
We'll catch them.
I'm not sure George is going to be able to catch the pack back up again.
Cool the turn more if we can.
Understood. Yep, cut that.
Yeah, we're dropping further and further away. Ricardo pushing the pace like that has not done George any favours. And there goes Alonso up the inside. He'll complete the move before we hit turn 1. He has the DRS and we do not. Fittipaldi might have a look as well.
Yep, this is my pace.
It's a long
And
race.
he also
so
slots in.
keep focus.
Okay, understood.
So if we can hang on to the back of Norris, which will be tricky.
Keep digging.
He might bring us back into contention. Oh, what? We missed the DRS. Damn it.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, charge on.
We're already
Copy.
too far behind. So
Okay.
let's see if we can hold up Joe.
Don't lose time.
Quite lucky in the sense that our car's got really strong acceleration. So it will help us immensely in these heavy acceleration zones. Last year when we had a pretty rough acceleration, for the most part you could see how easy it was for other cars to get past us. This is a circuit where overtake is actually pretty straightforward because it is quite a wide track.
Alrighty.
Keep your con.
So if we can hold someone up for a couple of corners before they get through, that's a big win.
Understood.
Time management is good.
Okay, understood. Okay, understood.
In Rinketic. George is leading the championship, but his rating keeps going down. What's his mentality? Is he happy? Is he unhappy? If he's unhappy, that will not be good for his stats or his rating. He might be feeling undervalued if you haven't given him a massive contract. Yeah, this is overall rating, but take a look at his
Keep your comment.
at his breakdown. Even someone who's enthusiastic is very rarely,
Battery
purple
is good.
about everything.
Understood. Understood.
Will a new contract help the situation? If he's unhappy with his personal, finance situation, maybe. Investing in the facilities, the staff, that will all help.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, I just can't get George to catch up at the moment on those mediums. So,
Good job, mate.
I have a dilemma. Do I try and push Ricardo a little bit? Or do I just try and keep holding up the cars behind?
Can I have a tire update, please?
Stable. Stable with that bit of deck.
I think we have to just cut George loose a little bit.
Yep, understood.
So heads down, focus.
He's been naturally closing in on the cars in front anyway because Fittipaldi is holding up Alonso.
Yep, okay.
We'll give up the DRS, unfortunately, here.
Need some recharge.
Okay,
Have to wait another lap or see if we can get him coming out of turn 10.
We need to catch up.
Get our elbows out and just say we're coming through.
Okay, good job. Okay, Alonso ahead. Gap 1.4.
Just outside the DRS zone at the moment. Not far off though. Should hopefully have it here at the end of this straight.
Okay, Zubian gap 0.5. Yes, DRS. Watch shot.
No, still don't have it. Caught up to Lawson as well.
Recharge the pack.
Okay. Okay, understood.
Overtake available.
Okay.
And Lawson's going to box at the end of this lap, I think. Lap was just about to start. Norris is still down in 20th.
Zug at 0.6 DRS.
Understood.
Overtake available.
Okay, understood. Okay.
Remember, overtake is available.
Understood.
See if I can throw it up the inside of Alonso here. Oh, no, he's gone defensive. We'll see if we can sweep around the outside of him.
Situation is at group P18. P18.
And there's Ricciardo into peak confidence.
Zhu behind you.
Fittipaldi gets past Lawson. I'd love to do the same.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Couldn't quite manage it. And there goes Lawson into the pits.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
No worries.
Okay, understood.
Bring George in a little bit earlier. Wow, we're not doing too bad, really. Considering where we were 12 months ago, we were pretty much 21st and 22nd, if memory serves, last year. Miles off the pace of everybody. This year, you can see, even with the worst car on the grid, the drivers are making all the difference.
Understood.
Alonso looking feisty because he is thinking of boxing very soon as well. He'll box probably the end of next lap.
Okay.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Copy.
down.
Okay, understood.
And Yuki trying to get through. We actually held him off. I'm surprised. A little bit of a boost there for George. Stats don't look great, do they? It's because he's in negative mentality at the moment. And we'll go Fittipaldi will smash up a load of cars this year.
Okay.
We're still ahead of Yuki. I would have sworn he was going to get us on the exit of turn 10 on the run to 11. No, there we go. There's that extra grip.
Okay.
So Alonso and Norris are both in.
Copy.
5-second penalty for Alonso.
Box now, box now.
Norris has gone to a set of softs. New front wing for Alonso as well, so a really slow stop.
Charge on.
Copy.
He's overtake. He's overtake.
Understood.
Pushing on, pushing on.
And there we go through up into 14th place.
This is good. Currently P14.
Max has almost dragged that Williams up to the points. Look, Valtteri has dragged his Sauber up to the points.
What do you think of tires?
The tyres are hanging on, but there is a little bit of dead.
Solid stop for Max. Here comes George, our first pit stop of 2025. It's solid, it's not spectacular. Hoping we'd be a little quicker than that. We've come out behind Alonso, so we've got someone we can immediately try and attack. Alonso's on mediums as well.
Okay, Alonso ahead.
It's been a pretty solid first race of the season for Ricciardo so far.
Mode push.
Copy.
Another new fastest lap for Lando. Keeps having these little moments where he has his sudden burst of speed. Sets the fastest lap. Still down in 17th place though.
Doing good on temps.
Alright, copy that.
We are currently in the top 10 though. Although Giovinazzi is closing in on us.
Race,
One
mate.
more lap after this
The
one.
race.
Understood.
Up to Alonso is starting to come down. Taking almost a second out of him. Valtteri's in. Another set of softs for Ocon there.
Yep.
And box.
Yep. Understood.
Decent stop there for the Sauber. Right, come on, George.
Try and get the temps down.
Coming.
Okay, we're out of the RS.
Yeah, roger.
And box.
Okay, I'll box this lap.
Use overtake now, please.
Understood.
Hold him back if you can. There you go.
Keep him behind. Need some recharge.
Understood.
Oh, damn it. Almost managed to hold him back.
Daniel, pit lane.
George losing ground again. I am very surprised that George is the one who's struggling. That's a bit better, 2.5.
Will emerge in traffic. P19. Zhao in front of us. Japon 8. Alonso will be just behind.
Okay, understood.
Oh, come on, George.
More lifting post, please.
Copy.
I have to try a different tact.
Your tires start to be in better window.
Okay.
We want to leave court, please.
Yep, understood. Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
That's okay. First car behind you, Russell. Russell, 5 behind. To recharge the pack.
Understood. Yep.
Hard tyres. Wow. Is he going for a one stop? I think he might be. Our tyres are not quick at this circuit. A very interesting strategy call.
Okay, understood.
But this is what I did say we might well see with this second year of cars with this regulation set. As tyre wear improves, strategies might start becoming a bit more unusual. I want to see more one stops rather than two stops.
Okay.
Medium tyres for Porsche, soft tyres for Piastri. Porsche will drop out behind Valtteri.
Your P20. Alonso is ahead. Russell behind you.
So right now, neither driver is in the position they need to be in. Oh no, wait, Ricciardo is. But Russell is very much short of where he needs to be. Gasly is so far behind. His race is done. Does he have wing damage? No, he doesn't. He's lapping quickly as well. He's just on his third set of tyres, I think. Oh no, he's on his second. So he took that first set a good old distance. Get down to about 1.5 kilos under fueled, and then we'll turn the fuel back up again. Probably have to do a little bit more fuel saving later, but I figured we may as well do it now while we've got more grip in the tyres.
Okay to push.
We are starting to close that gap down to Fittipaldi as well. Alonso's powered past him. Fittipaldi's dropped back. You actually lose half a second on that lap. We're not too far away. And we can gain some time as soon as we stop fuel saving.
If you don't need it, no lift and coast.
Copy.
Yeah, Gasly is on his second pit stop, look. That is his third set of tyres. Now, who was I looking at then? Let's see, Gasly. There he is. Oh, he stopped almost immediately, look, that's why. Got off those mediums from the damage, so he's going to go soft, soft, and soft again. I would imagine, if he's got an extra set of softs that he can use.
Roger.
Cool the more if we can.
Let's bring George back onto Ricciardo. Let them start to leapfrog each other. Hopefully that will boost the confidence of both drivers here.
To charge on.
Roger.
All the pushing you can get.
Time management is good.
Gap's coming down, we're still fuel saving, we've calmed the tyre temperatures down on Ricciardo, getting some battery in his car.
Try and close the gap.
And there we go. Finally got George back where he needs to be.
Cool rear left if you can at all.
Yeah, agree.
We'd like to reduce slightly LICO.
Okay, understood.
Battery is good.
Understood.
Need some recharge.
Understood.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Had to sacrifice a bit of Ricciardo's race pace to do it. But hopefully now that we've got these two together, we can at least pull George along a little bit more. If not, boost both of our drivers' confidence by letting them overtake each other.
Traction getting worse. How is the DEG?
Higher than good.
try to be efficient and stay on racing line.
Okay.
Yeah, gained a lot more than Ricardo lost.
This tire has plenty of life. We can push.
And feedback on tire state when you have capacity.
Tyres, hang it on.
Well, it was the first race in F1 history held. The first official championship race? That was Silverstone, I believe.
Lots of crashes. Debris somewhere here.
Who crashed? Let's have a look. Max crashed with Teo.
It is. Well,
Naughty, naughty.
and you can just
Oh,
feel
first
the
night race.
frustration from the team watching on the monitors.
It's either Bahrain or Abu Dhabi. They both started as twilight races. Another crash.
There may be debris.
Let's push here again. Oh wait, was it Sainz then? Against Max. Yeah, it was Sainz and Max that had to come in together. Interesting. I'll go with... Oh, no, wait. Singapore. I'll go with Singapore. I forgot how old that circuit is. I don't know if Crashgate was the inaugural Singapore Grand Prix, but that was 2008. I'll go with that for now because I'm trying to think, was there one in the years before? I'll go 2008. You can see our drivers are gaining more confidence with each overtake. I can tell you who won it as well, I think. Fernando Alonso. He was driving for Renault. And his teammate was Nelson Piquet Jr., who went into the wall to bring out the safety car, which allowed Alonso to box ahead of everyone else to get the tyres that enabled him to go to the win. Flavio Briatore was the team boss. Pat Simmons was also in part of the team. They both got banned for life, which was later turned... No, I think Simmons was banned for 5 years, which I think got reduced down to 3. Briatore got a life ban, which got overturned in the Court of Appeal, the Court of Arbitration for Sport. And he was banned for a couple of years in the end.
Remember, overtake available.
Yep.
Charge on.
Coming.
Got 1.8.
Keep your head down.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Yep, fine.
To recharge the pack.
Right, let's pick off Fittipaldi. When was the Halo introduced? Oh. Shit. It was a couple of years after Bianchi died.
Gap 0.5, 0.5. Head down.
2018? When was the VSC introduced? Oh, I have absolutely no idea on that.
We're currently
Wild
P18.
stab in the dark.
Verstappen ahead.
2017.
Verstappen.
Because the Halo was originally supposed to be introduced in 2017, but it was delayed an extra year. I remember Red Bull working on their own aero shield concept, which was basically a canopy windscreen kind of thing with a gap at the top. And it wasn't picked up, but is now pretty much what they use in IndyCar, I think. Oh, was it 2015 for the VSC?
Maybe get this race back to us somehow. Mode push.
Yep, going.
Overtake is available if needed.
really lacking in straight line speed. That's probably our biggest weakness right now. Just do not have straight line pace. And we probably won't do until I can get a really strong strong rear wing going. That's going to be a way off.
Okay, you've got DRS and Ricciardo.
Gap 1.3. We'll just see what we can do. Need some recharge.
Charge on, charge on.
Coming.
Ooh, another yellow flag.
There's debris.
This crash now. Is it
I'm not quite
Fittipaldi?
sure what's happened there.
I think
Now we should be
Fittipaldi and
able
Van
to take a
Dorn
look
might have
here.
had a crash.
Here we are, we're looking at turn 11. And you can see how tight it is.
Yep.
And oh!
Just clipped his front wing. And that's a penalty for Van Dorn. Ah. He can't chop across the front of him. When were the hybrid engines introduced? That was 2014.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
Yeah.
Okay, charge on.
Coming.
Oh,
overtake.
is that Van Dorn
Yep,
spinning
that's
out behind us?
Let's see what
locking up.
happened there. Now we're at turn 11 now. And the car just locks.
Busy
Now,
couple
they
of
did leave
couple of
it
laps
very
there
late.
for Van Dorn. Same corner. Gets a penalty on one lap and then a lock up the following lap.
Charge on.
Copy. Cheers.
And let's go charge on, please.
Alright,
Copy.
so everyone who directly in front of us has already boxed. Norris got himself all the way up to 7th and is 30 seconds ahead of us. So yeah, we're not catching Norris. Norris, Giovinazzi, Porsche at some point, Ocon, Leclerc, Piastri, and I would imagine Hamilton's going to box again soon as well. Everyone behind us is boxed as well, so we're out of position, we're out of sequence with our competition here.
Okay, good job. Now pick up your pace.
We're going to go an extra couple of laps before we box. Van Dorn's on a tear. He caught us up really quickly there.
Gap 0.5.
Given that he's hit one car and locked up, I'm a little nervous about him being so close.
Yep, understood.
Please don't kill my car.
Okay, understood.
We happy with what you're doing on tire management?
Yeah, I got you.
May box Ricardo this lap. Not Ricardo, sorry, George.
Gap 0.9.
Yeah, let's box George.
Don't worry about it.
Mode push.
Copy.
We'll box this lap.
Copy, box.
Oh dear, that's not a good stop. Now what happened there, Karun?
So McLaren's team get called into action. Hang on, what's happening here? They can't
Tyre
get the
doesn't want to
tyre
sit
on.
properly. It cost him, what, 3 seconds maybe? Not bad. Could have been a lot more painful. Alright, George is in. Oh, that's a good stop. 2.4. Don't know if that's going to be good enough for points. I don't know what everyone else's pit crews are like at the moment. Back down in 20th again.
Joe ahead. "21 laps to go at the line. 21 laps to go." Let's add the lift and coast back in.
Copy.
Box.
Come on,
Okay.
Ricardo. Ah!
I'll box this lap.
Don't worry.
Pit lane.
Yeah, just go a bit slower.
Copy.
2.7. Yeah.
Watch out,
So we've got
exit.
one decent time, but I don't think it's going to be good enough for points.
UP20. And in front of you is Russell. Gap 2.2. $21 to go. Okay.
Char boxes.
We need to change the tires.
That is a set of mediums to take him to the end of the Grand Prix. Still waiting on Hamilton and Piastri to box. Hamilton's going to go a little while yet, I think. Piastri's boxing this lap.
overtake is available if needed.
Okay.
Stay on the racing line.
Okay.
Copy. We don't need to take any risk.
Okay.
We will go to high fuel now.
Copy.
Just don't do mistake.
Okay.
And there is the race leader boxing. That puts Hamilton into the lead. Much better stop than Norris had. In and out very quickly.
Don't worry about it.
So we need our drivers to cooperate now. Between the pair of them, we should be able to hunt down Joe, Alonso, certainly Van Dorn. It's one of those three. Does leave me feeling a fair bit more confident for Jeddah. No, I've not heard anything from Wayne tonight. And there we go, Lewis is coming in. It's quicker than I expected. And he's gone mediums. That I did not expect. So Ocon is through into the lead. He's going to the end. Porsche does need to stop again. Leclerc now moves up into second place. Dashes through into third. Here comes Hamilton out into fourth place. Tsunoda fighting with Giovinazzi at the moment for 6th and 7th. And I think Van Dorn's going to stop again.
I'm happy to lean more on the tires.
Keep going, you're doing good. We've got DRS and Ricciardo. We still have a chance. Gap ahead, 0.5.
Stuffle gets overtaken by Lawson. A long way ahead of me at the moment. 23 seconds ahead of me.
That'll be P19. First car out of you.
It's going to be tight when he comes out of the pits.
First car behind you, Russell. Gap to Russell, 0.4.
Boat push, boat push.
Coming.
And we're happy with you pushing.
Overtake is available.
Understood.
To use some of that battery power that we have now.
And you go push, go push.
No tire managing required. Let's use it.
Just kind of curious as to whether or not we can take the fastest lap, and given that I just, yeah, no, it's always just gone quicker than us.
Russell just ahead.
Will be a personal best lap for Ricardo though,
Don't
and
worry,
quite probably for George as well.
Focus on dropping rear.
Understood.
Oh, of course, Van Dorn's got a 5-second penalty. I forgot about that. Because Ocon sets the fastest lap. So, that drops him down. Let's see, he is currently 22 seconds ahead of me. So we closed the gap a little bit. No, 18 seconds ahead of me. Take the 5 seconds off, that means he's only 13 seconds ahead.
So we charge the pack.
Charge on.
And I still think he needs to box again. Gasly's never recovered from that pit stop at the end of the first or second lap.
You is Russell.
Could have been us if we were unlucky.
Keep the head down.
But I think that exactly is what happened to us last year. We lost all of our confidence with a lockup or something, and that was it. Race over before it even began. No such drama this time round. Still need one more place though, for George. He needs 18th with sponsors. We have closed the gap. Less than 8 seconds now to Zhou. Both of our drivers in peak confidence.
Gap is 0.4, 0.4. 8 down.
Come on, Stoffel, stop. Ah.
Need some recharge.
Understood.
Well, we're not going to get lapped. Gasly has been.
And in front of
And we've
you
got a
is
three-way
Russell.
fight at the front here between Leclerc, Ocon and Piastri.
Gap to Russell, 0.4.
Hamilton is too far back, out of the DRS.
Come on, mate. You're good.
So unless someone makes a mistake, that is probably the podium. Just the order yet to be confirmed. So we have 3 constructors, all very evenly matched at the moment, it would seem. Ferrari, Red Bull and McLaren, at least based on the performance in this race. But we've also got to take into account the fact that Norris is way out of position. He's not even in the points at the moment, currently in 11th, but he is closing on Sainz and Stroll. You throw Norris into that equation,
Forward.
you probably rule Giovinazzi out, throw Hamilton into that equation. You've got a 5-way fight for the title, it would seem, potentially this season. And you can't truly discount Giovinazzi, just simply because of
Back on
the
tires,
car.
please.
The Red Bull is just about the best car on the grid, but it's close.
Stable at the moment.
They certainly don't have the dominant machine they had last year.
Okay.
Gap to Zhou's down to 6.5 seconds.
Okay, charge
11
on.
laps to go
Yep.
after this one. We are catching in a minimum of about a second a lap.
How's the deck?
I like it.
Yeah, tyre wear's fine. And there we go. Van Dorn is into the pits. He has a 5-second penalty to serve before they can change those tyres. Should be softs. So he will be quick, but he's going to come out quite a way behind us, hopefully.
Charge on, charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, 9.5 seconds. That's good. So, Russell and Ricciardo have 18th and 19th. We need Russell to finish ahead of Ricciardo, but we're going to keep
Let's
swapping
get to a
them like
rhythm.
this until the last lap or two.
Okay, charge on.
Alright, copy that.
Because it is helping us close down the cars in front, and it's getting their confidence levels boosted up. It's also allowing me to get the battery charged in places as well.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Van Dorn is going to be pushing
Let's
very
recharge
hard
it.
to close that gap.
Copy.
Didn't have brand new tyres, but 89% with 10.5 laps to go is still a very nice amount of rubber. And Porsche's in. Soft tyres for him. Could be a threat for the fastest lap. Norris now into the points.
Gap ahead, 0.5. Just do the best you can. Charge on,
Through
charge
goes
on.
Russell.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, Van Dorn's already taken nearly 2 seconds out of us. He's going to be storming after us.
Stop Lyco.
Okay.
Lift and coast is good.
Copy. Yeah, I got pushed.
Yeah, I see.
Charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Gap 0.5. Okay, let's make the most of it.
There is Van Dorn. 6.5 seconds the gap now.
Yep.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
And that is Joe in front of us.
Gap ahead.
Would be
0.5.
nice to get another place just
That's
to
okay.
give us that little safety cushion against
No more
Van
lift
Dorn.
and coast.
Okay.
Mode push.
Okay.
Push the pace a little bit.
Battery is good.
Understood. Okay.
Charge on.
Copy.
less than 4 seconds to show. His tyres definitely a little bit worse than ours, but not a lot.
Okay, mode push.
Let's keep chipping away.
To recharge the pack.
Understood. Okay, understood. Okay. Understood. Okay, understood.
There we go, another second taken out, but we've lost another second to Van Dorn.
Yeah, copy.
Joe ahead. Joe is 3.3 ahead. He's 0.8 behind.
Overtake.
Don't fight him, George. Don't fight him.
Charge on, charge on.
There we go.
I cannot do anything.
Okay, we're still okay. Okay, charge on, charge on.
Yep, fine.
6 to go. Need some recharge.
Can we catch him? Van Dorn's getting closer. 3.5 seconds now. Got some spare rubber available. Not a huge amount.
Gap is 3.5. Keep digging.
Like to increase LICO back to level 3.
And if Ricardo's at his prime and Russell his prime in the same car, who's the better driver to me? Ricardo.
Russell
2014 Ricardo was something special.
Gap 0.8. Just focus.
2015, I would say he was one of the best drivers in the world. It's just a shame the way his career kind of fizzled.
5 to go.
He was such an exciting racer in those 2 seasons. He obliterated Verstappen in 2014. Not Verstappen, sorry, Vettel.
A lot can happen.
And he was even better the following year.
Overtake is available if needed.
Okay, understood. Understood.
Zhao in front of us. Gap on 9.
Oh, come on, give me the DRS. I think I just got it. Yes, I did. Excellent.
4 to go.
Understood.
Right, let's get some battery in our car because
Understood.
Joe's going to do that bullshit thing the AI always does with like
Okay,
2 laps to
charge
go and
on,
suddenly just
charge on.
drop everything
Yeah, copy.
and go 2 seconds a lap quicker.
Copy.
Maximum confidence at just the right time.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, charge on.
Brilliant.
Joe ahead.
And Van Dorn's closing in. He's only
This race
2
back to
seconds
somehow.
behind now.
Let's just put our head down. Mode push.
Copy.
You go push. 3 to go. You can be aggressive with overtake usage. Cool the turn more if we can.
Understood.
I'll throw it up the inside. There you go.
Okay, you've got DRS and Ricciardo. So we'll totally catch them up, okay?
You can increase the pace.
Charge on.
So, Russell 17th, Ricardo 18th, Van Dorn now just a second behind Joe.
Okay, understood.
There'll be 2 laps to go.
There's Van Dorn. He's finally caught the pack. This is where we have to be wary of Joe.
Okay, understood. Understood.
Stay ahead of him.
Okay, understood.
Let's use that K1.
Copy.
Overtake available if required.
Okay.
Actually, let's turn that off.
Yep.
As long as I can stay ahead of Van Dorn. Ricardo deserves to finish ahead of George. He's been on it all weekend compared to George.
Gap on 9. Head down.
Starting last lap.
Copy.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Okay, charge on.
Yep.
Mode push.
Understood.
Just keep hanging in there. If you don't need it, no lift and coast.
Yeah.
Gap 0.5. We'll just see what we can
Giving
do.
George a little bit of a tow, considering he didn't have the DRS. There we go. Now we can turn the power back on.
Okay, more lift and coast, please.
Copy.
So, it's not a good car, but 17th and 18th has been achieved. We've covered off the sponsors.
Chicken flag.
We can go 18th for both cars in the next race, because we can keep swapping places like that.
For George, it just wasn't a good day, was it?
Well, I think most people expected them to really deliver here, but it's a disappointing finish outside the points.
And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today.
And Leclerc did get the win ahead of Piastri. Hamilton getting third.
That gives them their first win of
What
the
happened to
season,
Ocon?
and it was really well deserved.
And we've certainly kicked things off in style here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but it was a different story for the other. Definitely positives there, though.
They finished nose to tail. Yeah, terrible
And
for one
that
driver,
is about
amazing
that
for the other.
for this weekend's action here in Bahrain.
In the next round, we head to the shores of the Red Sea as Formula One returns to Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
So then, confirmation of the final results of our first race from Season 2. It is a win for Charles Leclerc with Oscar Piastri in second, Lewis Hamilton on his debut outing for Ferrari in third, Ocon in fourth, the lead Red Bull driver, and got the fastest lap as well, damage limitation, for losing a couple of places towards the end there. Tsunoda, strong race for him, up into fifth place. Giovinazzi in sixth. Then it's Lando Norris up 10 places to take seventh in the end. Good recovery drive from Norris after a terrible qualifying. Stroll second in the second RB is in eighth place, ahead of the two Mercedes of Sainz and Porsche. Porsche able to able to hang on, get a point on his debut. Bottas is 11th, Perez is 12th, then it's Hulkenberg, Verstappen, Alonso, Lawson, Ricciardo, Russell, Van Dorn, Joe, Fittipaldi, Gasly, and that is your field. The last two drivers both lapped. Driver standings then exactly the same as the finishing results for the first round of the season there. And in the constructors, it's a good start for Ferrari, 40 points from 44. Pretty impressive opening weekend for them. McLaren in second on 24 points, ahead of Red Bull on 21. RB in fourth on 14 points. Then it's Mercedes in fifth with 3. Sauber, the first of the non-scorers, in sixth. Then it's Haas, Aston, Williams, Alpine, and we are at the back in 11th. We did get some pit stop points though. That 2.4 was good enough for George's stop there. So Strong start for Red Bull with first and fourth. McLaren getting third and 10th. Anderson getting 2 cars in there as well. Van Dorn up in second with Hulkenberg in 9th. Williams getting both cars in the top 10 as well, 5th and 7th. And Ferrari picking up the only other points there with Leclerc's stop. So Red Bull lead that fastest stop competition by 17 points. They're on 37. Aston is second on 20. Then it's McLaren and Williams tied with 16 each. We are in 5th place with 8 points, ahead of Ferrari on 4. And then it's no scores for RB, Alpine, Haas, Mercedes, and Sauber. And there you see our stops. That 2.5, not a bad stop. How far off were we? A 10th. We're a 10th of a second off with that one. So we only kind of really just about made it with Georgia's stop there. And the other two, 2.6 and 2.7, within a couple of hundreds of each other there. A couple of thousands of each other. We do get our payout for both drivers, despite it saying there for... actually, no, it's a contract bonus, isn't it? We gave Ricardo a contract bonus of 10th or higher. Obviously, we didn't achieve that. But we did get our payout for both. All right, we've got 3 mil in the bank. So, first thing we do before we go into anything else is to get the extra spares up and running. And I can't do another side pod yet because that will stop me from being able to do another part. ATR opens up tomorrow. We're going to dump everything on the underfloor, I think. Let's have a look at our email. Everything came through. Expected positions 22nd and 20th. We've got 17th and 18th, so above where we were expected. That's not too bad. We'll check in with the board in a second. Let's have a look at the F2 race and the F3 race podiums. None of our guys on the podiums for either position there. See if this is still bugged. So let's see. In the sprint. Oh, both of our guys are in F3, aren't they? Let's have a look at F3. So, Christian Mansell, 4th. That's not bad. And where is Tommy? There he is, down to 17th. How did they do in the race? Tommy, 17th again in the race. Let's have a look. Mansell, 6th in the race. So, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. How have our affiliates improved? Just a point in cornering for Mansell. Nothing for doing, nothing for Tommy. Main drivers, a point in reactions for George. Let's get the pit crew training done. Our 3rd pit crew training of the stream. So you can see here, that should be like 30 odd %. But because of the way we did it, going into the month with minimal rest or minimal fatigue, 17% is basically what is what we've come out with. So we're pretty much fully rested almost immediately afterwards, which is really nice. So we're going to throw in a day of training straight away. And another day here. Perhaps a little bit too much. Let's go with pit stop training like that. And let's go pit stop training like that to try and speed up the skill. And that's perfect, from 9 to 0 and then into the weekend. And then we'll go with a day of car building. Now we'll go into our split training. And I can get half a day of car building in there. Yep, good stuff. And then we'll go into split training after Melbourne. Perfect. There we go. That's our training for the month of March. Right, it's advanced time. 1 day. Start the new ATR period. Dump everything into the underfloor. Not much, is it? That's really not much. Let's go with that. Improve our dirty air a bit. That should get us up to, what, 61%? Just over. At least move with 500,000. That is enough to do an extra side pod. Just. Cold and clear. There we go. We'll give the new side pod to Ricardo as well. So that is pretty much it for tonight. Let me just have a look. Why is he so negative? What is hurting him? Car performance, other staff, facilities. Happy with his qualifying and team results. Happy with his salary. So those two are saving us from a disaster at the moment. But his overall mentality is negative, so that is having a detrimental effect to his stats. As you can see, they are definitely down a little bit on where they should be. Hopefully he'll get a good relationship going with Gary Gallen soon. We are going to just boost the brightness of our red here a little bit. Luckily, we can see the instant impact there. I don't want to go any brighter because it will affect the overalls as well. I think that should be enough. Always darker on the walls, but that should be enough, I think. Yeah, let's check in with the board, see what they thought of our first effort, first outing. They were disappointed. happy with race performance overall. Happy with objectives. That's a carryover from last season. Confidence has dropped to medium, thanks to that disappointed in Sakhir and the disappointment of the debt we incurred at the beginning of the year. But confidence is still okay. We can live with that. 55k is not enough to really do anything at all. We're all set and prepped for tomorrow's race at Jeddah, Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So hopefully you'll join me again at the usual time of 8 p.m. for that. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, please do drop a like on the stream. And if you're not yet subscribed, then please do consider subscribing as well. You can also hit that bell for notifications of every time I go live. And that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.